And in this video, we're going to show you a little bit of how to do the basics of animation. We have a really powerful animation system here that's based kind of around all the timelines and video editing software or things like After Effects. And it's once you pick it up, it's super, super simple to use and really powerful. So you can see here, we have this scene in one of our pre-built environments of Chinatown. We start off with this great crane shot where we crane down, see this character running, and then we push through to reveal what he's running from. And it's this zombie. And we do this nice push in on this zombie. This is our camera here, camera one here in our timeline. Basically, you just set the first position, and you go to the next one. The way you set keyframes is you just press this button right here and it adds it. And then I go to the next position, which is right here, and then the next position. And that's all there was to it, was these 4 keyframes that allow us to just create this really gorgeous shot. You can do this with any camera property. So you can see, you can do this with focal length. We rack focus here. So you can see it animate the focus distance as we push in, and shutter speed and ISO. So what we're going to do here to show you how this works a little bit, is we're going to add a little bit to the end where after we push in on the zombie, we're going to have her start dancing. And then we're going to do a little kind of Jaws dolly zoom effect at the end there. It should be really fun. And I'll show you just how easy this is. Now, we go to the end and there's our character, right? So if I go down to her character, which is named Charlotte here, you can see that we have this big animation clip, which was just from our animation library called Standing Zombie Walking Forward. Now, what we want is we want to start off as her jumping through here, but right around here, we want her to jump into this dance move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this clip back. Yeah, so I'm going to search for a nice dance. And it's a nice house dance. It's not bad. A little disco pose. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or the chicken dance. I feel like chicken dance. You can't go wrong with chicken dance. And now Carlton's definitely the move. So all I do here is after I find the animation I'm looking for, I just press the plus button. And you can see down in our timeline that animation got added. And I can make this animation as long or as short as I want. So if I just drag on the edges, it extends. And you can see that line indicates every time it loops. And now what you might notice when we play this back is that kind of jumps. She's in this walking pose, but then just jumps to her dancing. A cool little thing we added here is we actually added transitions in between these different clips. And the way you do that is you just take one and you drag it on top of the other one. And you can see now it transitions between them. Super cool. And now rather than that jump there, she goes from the zombie pose to a dance move. It's nice. And you can perfect this. So you can make a really long transition here if we want to make it really smooth. I think it was nicer before with this kind of more short, curt one. Yeah, there we go. So now we got this nice zombie dance move here. So let's watch that back. Oh yeah, that looks great. But I think we want to do a little bit of a little camera move to emphasize that dance a little bit more to add some comedic value. Now, what I want to do to create this dolly zoom effect is make it so that as we push in with the camera, we are going to pull out with our focal length at the exact same speed so we can create this move. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add a focal keyframe right here. And then by the time the last frame comes in here, I'm going to go in, I'm going to set this focal length to be maybe something a little wider so that we try to match that. And maybe I'll actually make this a little bit more dramatic so we can see. I'll make it so that this push in out of position keyframe goes in a little bit further. Go here, and then let's make this focal length. So now you can see we got this nice dolly zoom effect. Something I'd be proud to see in Jaws or Hitchcock movie. And that's it. Super easy to just both animate the characters as well as the cameras. Everything is animatable. So if you want to go in and modify the lighting or have the lights move around, create a cool disco effect, animate the characters, animals, props, cameras, it's just as simple as that. And in a couple minutes, you can get some really fun, creative shots and modify them and iterate them instantly. Thanks so much and enjoy animation.